Good morning and welcome to Dan Cummins, a Chevrolet and Buick in Paris, Kentucky. It is Saturday morning. We have a massive, big day ahead. We've got a ton of appointments. We've got an owner flipping burgers on the grill later today, which is going to be phenomenal. And we're going to talk about the fact that it doesn't matter whether you win or lose, right? It doesn't matter whether you win or lose. It's how you play the game is what they tell us. So we're going to talk about that a little bit this morning as we are here at Dan Cummins, Chevrolet Buick in Paris, Kentucky, the second largest used car franchise dealership in America. Everybody, can we say good morning? Woo! I don't have my mics today, so hopefully you guys can hear up here, but you guys can hear me here, right? Yes, sir. All right, that's the most important. Let's start off with a couple of reviews. It looks like my husband and I just purchased a Chevy Silverado. Our salesman was Joe Johnson. He is awesome. Joe spent 2 days with us and found my husband the perfect truck. We finished up around 9:20 p.m., and Joe was there for us every step of the way. The facility was very clean and up to date. The inventory was unbelievable, and a lot of the vehicles, including the one we purchased, qualified for a lifetime powertrain warranty. The entire staff was wonderful and happy to help. I highly recommend Joe and this dealership. They can't be beat. When you go, ask for Joe. I like that. Ashley says, my husband, that's the same person. Scroll down. You just went to another spot. This is awesome. Teresa says, my husband bought a 2018 Chevy Silverado about 3 weeks ago from Brett, and we came back today and bought a 2018 Chevy Traverse. Very happy with the buying experience. Brett was informative throughout the whole process. He gave me the time I needed to test drive and look at the car. I am very happy with the way I was treated. Nice job, Brett. Yeah. Destiny says she's not very happy with us, and we'll find out why, won't we? All right, keep on going. Amber Anthony, 5-star. Let's go. All right, perfect. Dorothy Swanson. Wow, we had no idea Dan Cummins Chevrolet was so amazing before we showed up today. While doing an online search, we found exactly the vehicle we wanted for a fair price, so decided to make the 2-hour drive to check it out. Totally worth it. Matthew Isaac did a stellar job helping us, and he's a super great guy, too. We bought a used car, but if you're looking for a new or used car, come check this place out. Nice job, man. Isaac. Ronnie gave us a 5-star. What's it say? Great place to buy a vehicle. Clayton hooks us up. Nice job, Clayton. I just purchased a Toyota 4Runner yesterday, and I can't say enough good things about this dealership. It was a very relaxed atmosphere, and everyone makes sure you feel comfortable. There is no pressure to buy a car, and they cater to your needs. They were even extremely friendly and polite to an individual that did not buy a vehicle from them. This is a top-notch dealership, and I would highly recommend it to anyone. I drove over an hour and a half and would do it again. It won't let me tag them in this post, but I want to thank everyone involved in helping me out yesterday. Hopefully their bosses read this and know how good of a job everyone did. Hopefully they'll buy them a beer and a shot of Fireball. That's what I'm talking about. Would you guys like a beer and a shot of Fireball? Yeah, it's a little early for that, all right? A little early for that. Leave it right there. We'll move this over here. Okay. All right, great job on the reviews, guys. We've got multiple happy customers, and I truly appreciate it. I want to talk about a couple things this morning as we continue to move forward. For starters, I want to look up over on that board, and I'm going to ask a couple people a couple questions. So the first person I'm going to ask, Jordan Stanfield. Where are you at? That was easy. Okay. Let's go with Ben Berry. Where you at? Ben's right here. Ben, you're in the red. How many cars did you put on Facebook Marketplace yesterday? 0. How many posts did you put between 7 and 9 and 5 and 7 on Instagram? 0. What about Facebook? Okay, 0. All right. So you're at 9. We're needing to be at 15. And what did you do to help yourself? Hustled all day long? Generating new leads for yourself? How? So old leads. Okay, old leads. So no new leads. All right, cool. Who else? Let's look. up, let's see, Jordan's not in here. Matt Isaac's in here? Oh, that's good. All right. Carlisle, where you at? Wow. All right. Well, it's about time. That's good. Who else you got up there? Tabs is gone, right? Robbie Nash. Where's he at? Robbie Nash, 9.5. Yesterday, how many cars on Facebook Marketplace? 0. How many posts on Insta between 5 and 7, or 7 and 9, and 5 and 7? Facebook? 0 posts. Okay. All right. We trained for 2 weeks on how we can brand ourselves a little bit in this business. There's a reason I want to highlight this and I want to talk about this, okay? Josh Cummins, the owner of the dealership. We sold 1,000 cars. What did he tell you guys we would do? He told you he'd come out here and grill you some burgers, right? So this weekend, today, he's going to come out here and grill some burgers for us. So Jessica Coleman came up, and Jessica said to Josh on Wednesday, I think it was, Jessica said to Josh, she said, hey, Josh, how many burgers do you need me to buy? How many patties? How many people do we need to feed? What all do you need me to get? And Josh looked at her like she was crazy. Josh said, what do you mean how many burgers do you need to get? What are you talking about? And she said, well, we got to get those patties, right? You got to get the patties. They're already pounded out. You just throw them on the grill because you got to serve up like 90 people. And Josh said, there ain't no way in hell I will ever serve up anybody a frozen patty. He said, I just won't do it. So last night, as I'm talking back and forth with Josh Cummins last night, his family went off to a movie, which he doesn't get to spend a ton of time with his family because he works here at the dealership a ton. So he doesn't get to spend a lot of time with his family. But he went ahead and let his family go off to a movie. Well, last night, he handmade 90 burger patties. Okay? Made them all by hand, seasoned them all himself, made them with love. Put in all the extra work, did the things that most of us would not want to do. I personally probably would have put some frozen patties up on the grill. I'm going to be honest, I might have thawed them out first. Maybe seasoned them. But I'm not going to sit there, me personally, I probably wouldn't have sat there and taken the time to handcraft each of these burgers that he's going to deliver to you guys a little bit later today. Because it's hard, and it's a lot of work, and it's a little bit different. But now we have to ask ourselves, hold on, this guy is a millionaire, right? He's a millionaire. He owns the second largest dealership in the country, him and his brother. They're here, they're grinding, they're putting in the work every single day. He easily could have bought you 90 burgers. He easily could have bought you 90 steaks from Tony's if he wanted to. He could have took the easy road. But no, he spent the whole night last night putting in the work so he can deliver something to you that's special, that's different, that's unique. Now, we've been training and learning how to do these different things. And here's the reason this is important. I need you to clearly understand this. Okay, I'm going to use an example. I meant to have the video. I don't have it right now, but that's okay. I'm going to give you an example. Last week, my son, Joel Bryant, first time ever playing soccer, right? Kid had 5 goals out of 7. I'm proud, right? There was one video I watched where there's this whole mass of all of these kids, and they're running down the left sideline of the field. They're all running. They're all chasing the ball. And my son cuts off to the right, and he stands over here by the goal, wide open, all by himself. The ball happens to roll over that way, and he kicks it in for one of his goals, right? What was his mindset? Well, his mindset wasn't, let's run with the pack and do the same thing that everybody else is doing. The mindset was, I'm going to separate myself from the pack, and I'm going to be here to get the easy goal. That's what I'm trying to teach you guys right now. What happens when a new model comes out? When a new iPhone comes out, what happens? Everybody wants it. Your old iPhone now is dead. People make fun of you for carrying it around. Apple will actually kill it. They'll kill your old phone when the new model comes out. If you are currently the same old model, soon you're going to be dead. That's what I'm trying to teach you guys. We have to change. The new model's coming out. There are people out there doing it. There are people out there making that change and that shift into this industry that we're in today. Now, I'm going to give you another, something you can probably relate with. Let's talk numbers. Glenn likes numbers. Let's talk numbers. Let me give you an example. Darian Sanders, right? He now lives in Louisville. He's very well known up there. He's the lead minister at Southeast Christian Church, which is the 7th largest church in the United States of America, right? Seventh largest church. So he's very well known. He's getting, everybody knows his face. There's a dealership up there in Louisville that is trying very, very, very hard to sell him a new truck. They want to sell him a new truck. They go to church with them. They attend with them. They see him every Sunday. They want to sell him something, right? Darian, every time he's approached them, they tell him whatever, right? They're like, dude, don't go to Dan Cummins. We'll beat Dan Cummins' prices. We'll save you thousands. We'll take care of you because you're a part of the church. I mean, they're telling him all of this stuff. And what does Darian tell him? He says, dude, I buy cars at one place. I buy cars at Dan Cummins, Chevrolet, and Buick. That's where I buy cars. Darian is a fan, okay? He's a big-time fan. He didn't say, I only buy at Dan Cummins because it's going to save me the most money. He didn't say that. He says, I buy at Dan Cummins because they treat me right. I'm a fan. So it doesn't matter how much pressure people put on him to buy somewhere else. He's buying here, period, plain and simple. Now, let's pretend. I actually ran into a guy when we were out last Saturday night. There was a guy named Jax, right? His name is Jax. He's on the Bravo network. He's got a massive following. He's got like 700,000 followers on Instagram. I watched some of his posts. It's silly stuff, but he posts, and he's popular, and he makes a ton of money off it. He has fans, right? Let's just imagine, let's do some quick math. Imagine if Dan Cummins, right now we have 18,000 fans. Imagine if Dan Cummins had 1 million fans, 1 million followers. Let's just imagine that for a second. We have 1 million followers, right? Die-hard fans. These guys aren't going to buy cars anywhere else, all right? Die-hard fans. Now, how often does a customer buy a new vehicle? Every 3 years, right? So if we divide those 1 million followers, those million fans over 3 years, that's how many a year? 330,000 people that are going to buy a car every year out of those million fans. Now let's just say that we get one out of those three, right? Maybe the other two, they're fans, but they're not diehards. It's the diehards that won't buy anywhere else. So we get one out of those three. How many cars is that a year? That's 100,000 cars a year. That's 100,000 cars a year that we could sell simply by having 1 million fans. People that believe in us. Now, why do they buy from us and not the guy down the street? It's psychology. They already know us. They already trust us. They know that we're family people. They know that we care. They know that we're pros. They have all those value adds. That's who people want to buy from. So here's what I'm trying to get you guys to clearly understand. I believe 5 to 10 years from now, I absolutely believe it hands down, probably closer to 5. I believe that businesses that don't have millions of fans will not be in business. Simple. They just won't be in business. It is the era we live in today. If you guys don't have thousands of fans, you will not be in business. I know we did it a certain way for a really long time. And I know that worked for a lot of people for a really long time. It's time for the new model, man. It's a new model. And it's very, very hard. It's hard to create new habits. It's hard to get out of your own way. And so I'm going to ask you a question. We talk about my wife. Last year, I remember the soccer team, they played horrible in the tournament. They didn't do well at all. And then the coach came and he gave my wife a trophy. He gave her a trophy that said, like, champion. I think is what it said on it. It said champion on this trophy. And my wife quickly took a picture of it and she sent it to me and then she threw it in the trash. She didn't give it to the kids. Because they weren't champions. They didn't win. Now, a lot of you guys, especially younger people, you grew up in this participation trophy era where you felt like, okay, well, it's okay. It's not whether or not whether you win. It's not whether you win or lose. It's how you play the game. People, we were told this as kids. I'm just going to tell you right now, that's a lie. It's a straight lie. Results are everything. Results matter. Results are how we pay our bills. Results are how we take care of our families. Results are how we get to continue to stay in business and move forward and thrive and grow. It's all about results. We have to win. We have to win. So if you're currently getting up in the morning and you're looking in the mirror and you're going, well, you know what? I'm 35th out of 38. I'm okay with that. I'm 27th. I'm 27th overall. And I still sell, 18, 19 cars. I'm 27th overall. I'll be okay. I'm sorry. You're not going to be okay for long. You're going to be the old model. Apple's going to come through and they're going to shut you down. They're going to shut you down. I promise. The industry is changing. The way we do things is changing. Results matter tremendously. So I need you to start forming these habits that are going to transition you from old to new. And I don't care what position you're in. I don't care if you're the number 1 guy or you're the number 38 guy. It doesn't matter. And don't get me wrong, guys. Listen, don't get me wrong. I love each and every one of you. I think you're all incredibly talented. I think that you're the 38 best in the nation. I believe that 100%. Most dealerships are telling guys not to brand themselves. Most dealerships are saying don't put yourselves out there because they're not so proud of the people they have working for them. I'm incredibly proud of the people I have working for me. I want you guys' faces out there. I want you talking to the masses. I know you're good guys and girls. I know that you're incredible people, beautiful inside and out, incredibly talented, and can make a difference and an impact on this planet. That's why I'm trying to push you out of your comfort zone. Get out and get out there. Get out there in front of these people. Start creating fans. Build your own books of business. Set yourself up for the future. I have apps that came in yesterday, especially. We got throttled. Megan and I made that post. I've been searching for good people to add to this team because we don't have enough people here on Saturdays. We don't have enough people here in the evenings. And you guys can't be working freaking 70 hours a week. You're going to die. So we got to make sure that you have coverage so that we can continue to sustain growth. So we got to get people in here that are power players, that are animated, that are impactful. And so I got some freaking resumes yesterday. I got some applications yesterday. I got some Facebook messages yesterday from some freaking players, dude. I got a guy from North Dakota who's getting ready to pack up his family and move here. I got another guy from South Carolina getting ready to pack up his family and move here. I got a guy from Bowling Green getting ready to pack up his family and move here. And these guys are hammers. They're going to push me. They're going to make me better. They've got skill sets and things that I need to learn. These guys are hammers. And they're going from positions where they have a title, they have manager positions, they have GSM positions, they have GM positions, they have finance positions. They're going from these titled positions. They're coming in here to sell cars. They want to come in here and sell cars because they see what we do and they know what it's like out there and they're seeing the shift in the industry and they understand that it's better and it's a better situation for their family and for their life and for their future if they join a winning team. They'd rather be on a winning team and be on the sales floor than be on a losing team and be the GM. These guys are coming, man, and they're hungry. Then I got guys in the building that are here. They're already on this winning team. You have these opportunities, and you guys aren't hungry enough. You're not digging in. You're not making yourselves uncomfortable. I need you to join me, man. I'm on a mission. We have got to get. I need 1 million fans. I can't get 1 million fans by myself. Not yet. I'm going to try, but I can't do it by myself. I know with you guys' help we can do it. I know it for a fact. So I need you to get out of your comfort zones. Start to push. Think about your future, not just today. I don't want you to be the dead iPhone. Who wants to be the dead iPhone? I need you to upgrade, become the Google Pixel 2, which is better than your iPhone. One of the guys that I saw grow, let's go ahead and move this over real quick. I'm going to show you this video yesterday from this guy. We're going to watch this video, okay? You guys know this guy? All right, this is Michael Kerrigan. Now, Michael Kerrigan, of course, a lot of you guys know, but he started at Jerry's. He'll tell you his story a little bit here. But one thing that I noted about Michael Kerrigan was for the first couple of years he worked here, he never spoke a word, ever. He was able to communicate somehow, but he never spoke. And it wasn't until he started to grow into some different positions. I mean, he could speak to his customers, he just wouldn't speak to me. But it wasn't until he started to grow into some different positions, he started to change himself a little bit. He started to change and start some different disciplines and become a completely different person altogether. So let's watch this video right here of the guy who never speaks.
I had a really cool experience today that I wanted to share with you guys. It's Friday. Fridays at Dan Cummins are really busy days. Most days I work behind the sales desk and help work deals. Today I got out from behind the desk and helped manage the sales floor, help make sure that all of our guys have all the help they need, make sure all of our customers, this big massive lot, are getting the attention that they need, and make sure that we don't miss anything. But the thing I wanted to share that was really cool, I had a really awesome conversation with a customer of ours. I greeted this woman, I wanted to make sure she'd been helped. She says, yeah, we struck up a conversation. She says she grew up in the area and she remembered when the Cummins were downtown Paris, a small little store, and she asked me, she said, how many cars did you guys sell last month? I said, we sold 1,048 cars last month. She said, oh my goodness, I can't believe that. That's just incredible. And she says, I didn't think you guys would call me back. And I said, wow. She said, I didn't think you could get me a new car. And I just thought, man, that's incredible. It's one of the many things that a place that does business in such a fair way and takes care of their customers like we do can help create, because with that high volume, we can help people in certain situations that other people can't. And that's really just something special because of the relationships we have with these banks because of that amount of volume. So there's so many things that trickle down and really come from the way we do things here. But it really took me back to thinking about who I was and where I was just 5.5, almost 6 years ago. I was working at a restaurant. I was a couple years in working there after being a busboy, started at minimum wage, and I took the chance of coming with these guys, and it's changed my life in so many ways. It's helped me grow as a professional. It's helped me develop so many skills that I never had before. But I think the biggest thing that Dan Cummins Chevrolet has done for my life is that it's helped grow my mind to see things that I never saw before. I see the world so differently today than I did 6 years ago. And I think it's the greatest and the worst thing about the human mind is that we adapt so well to what's around us, right? When I was around people who had a certain ceiling in their mind about where they could go, naturally my mind adapted that, right? I had the same level of thinking, and it wasn't until I got with guys who were selling 300 cars a month and leading the area in sales, but had ambitions to double and triple and quadruple those numbers. They just had a level of thinking that was just so beyond anything I'd ever been around. And it's really helped me realize that the problem that I had in my life before is that I wasn't around like-minded people who had sights set so high. Not just sights set to run a good business, but sights set so high to help more people. Sights set so high that their employees could grow themselves to a level to where they could help their families, so they could help their parents and grandparents make life better, so they could help their kids. That's really what Dan Cummins has done for my life. And right now we're in a time where we need good people. May 1st, I think we're looking to bring in some help. We need some salespeople, experienced or not experienced, like I wasn't when I walked in the building. We also need help in some other areas. So, if you're looking for a change, if you're looking to get around people who are trying to grow themselves to a different level to create things for the people around them that maybe aren't typical, you're looking to really get out of your comfort zone and stay hungry and move the needle for yourself, and shoot me a message. That's really what drives this machine more than anything. Great deals, great service for our customers, but ultimately it's just because we're powered by great people. So if it's something that interests you, taking a chance, willing to work hard, and you want to really make a change in your life for the better, contact me. Let's get you in here. Dan Cummins Chevrolet.
I love what he said when he was talking about adaptability. You guys all have it in you, man. Every single one of you has this ability. You can adapt. You can start to change. But it starts with a mindset shift. The mindset shift happened for him. He got around us. He went from being around the busboy in the service industry, thinking here, getting around like-minded people, some bigger individuals, and especially in our early days, golly, me and Sam and Jeremy and Michael, all of us, and Debbie and Amber, and we just we were so small at the time, but we had these big freaking visions and grandeur of where we were going to be in the future. So it starts with a mindset shift. I need you guys to start to shift your minds. I need you to look in the mirror every morning and go, okay, cool. That guy, that old model, I'm going to put that on the shelf. Here comes the new model. It's new and improved. It's got some upgrades. And as you've done those upgrades and you're going to start working through them, you're going to find little bugs that you got to fix, right? You're going to make a mistake here. You're going to screw up. This is going to be a little corrupt, whatever. It's just like anything else when it comes out with a new model. There's going to be some mistakes along the way. And it's going to be hard. You're going to forget to do it some days. You're going to have to go, dang, I forgot to do that yesterday. I'm going to do it again tomorrow. I'm going to try again tomorrow. And get yourself around some of these other guys that are making the right decisions, that are doing the right things. I mean, golly, I see John's office empty. If there's not a customer in there, I see it empty, and I'm just thinking, dude, are you kidding me? You guys got a guy like John right here in the store selling 50, 55 cars a month. He's created his own fund now, his own campaign, so he can donate, so he can give back. He's starting to attack the social, and this guy's, how old are you, John? He's 51 years old. He's 51 years old. He's catching on. He's doing all these things, and you have that resource right here sitting in front of him, man. Follow him around. Learn from him. Figure it out. Make those changes. Get around the right people. Start to shift the mind, and then start to apply. I don't want you to be the dead iPhone. I want you to be the upgraded, new and improved version. Let's stand up if you're with me. I am on a mission to eradicate the negative stigmas associated with the car business. I can do this by making people feel special, feel important, feel like they're the only one. I will offer an experience that will exceed my customers' expectations today, tomorrow, and in the future. I will not just sell cars, I will create fans. Let's go! John Cummins to be in here today. We'll eat some burgers. It's having a big day. It's supposed to be nice. Go get some cars on Marketplace. Make a video. Tell people why you love being here. Hey, thanks for tuning in, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. We're going to continue to try to eradicate all the negative stigmas associated with car business. To do that, we got to blow up, man. We were selling 1,000 cars a month. Now we got to get to 10,000 cars a month. That's 100,000 cars a year. You just got to keep pushing. You got to keep growing. Keep becoming that new model. We don't want to get stale. So hopefully you guys are doing that in your businesses. Hopefully you have an incredible weekend. Hopefully you guys could hear. I know I didn't have my mics today. I couldn't find it. But hopefully you guys have a great Saturday, and thanks for tuning in. Make sure to share the Dan Cummins experience with as many people as humanly possible, and have a great weekend. We'll see you next week.